Alright guys, we started this at like 9 o'clock last night, decent night's sleep. Got up in the morning, got the new part. Realized when we were taking off the part that we really didn't want to try to chance it with this car. So instead of replacing the pump too, which we'll have as backup in case we actually need it. My pump shot, we don't know that yet. I just haven't been driving it with fluid, obviously, since it's been leaking out. This one's nice and stiff, but as far as I can tell, so is that one. It's all nice and dirty. We had to break off plastic. Shoot, it's leaking fluid everywhere. We had to break off plastic wheel, pulley wheel, and yep. So we have that just in case. Hopefully we won't need it. We'll try it out now. So we took the reservoir off of it, and if there's people who are going to do it themselves, there's just 3 bolts on the clamp. It just comes right out of the thing. It's got 2 star bolts if you want to take this out too. But you can. You just twist it that way and it pops off. Right now that's sitting in that oil pan so it can catch all the fluid that's leaking out of it. That's our food. Yeah. So we're just putting the intake back on. For people who are doing this, when you put this on, bolt this down first, and then just try to wiggle this into your intake. You're gonna have to hold this and then push it back in there and try to get both of those clamps in, and just make sure you get it set down right. And just pull it all back together. Fairly simple job. We're going to show you the 0 to 60 when we're done. Hopefully we won't forget this time. We forgot that as a truck and stuff. Mom's car. Wait, no, we did my mom's car. Just kidding. Alright. And, yep, got a lot of stuff to do. So, Will's going to work on the pump because he's got tiny hands and I don't. No offense.
Yeah, it's impossible though. I mean, I almost just want to take the whole thing out because it's driving me crazy because I can't get in there with a wrench.
We're going to try to make more room. Not quite sure how, but we're going to try. Might just end up unplugging a bunch of stuff to get the wires out of the way, which I think will be fine. That's what I think we should do. So, yep. And then we'll accidentally broke one of the clamps on a crappy chip that's not even a chip. Like I said in the last movie, it's junk. It's just a resistor.
So I need another spade connector, but I don't have one. Just another male spade connector. So I might just have to use butt connectors instead. I don't know.
Really care.
I don't have butt connectors though.
That chip's gonna go to Will here soon.
Yay.
It does serve a purpose, but it's not contradictory. Anyways, yep, we're just going to do that. Got that hooked up. We're going to hook up the throttle body, and there's a bunch of bolts in the back that you have to find. And there's another major bolt right in here, where if you can see where I'm pointing to, it's right there, that everybody seems to pass up. So that's the main bolt you got to look for. That's the idler sensor. On the intake, that's the idler sensor. That's the AIT intake intake air temperature. That's a vacuum line. It's a brake booster. That's the PCV valve. Just basically is circulating the air that goes into the oil so it doesn't heat up or something. I don't really know the process. I'm an actual mechanic. But yeah. These are the EGR valves. It's exhaust. It's basically the exhaust for circulation. So yeah, it's all the main parts of the air intake. Throttle body is back here. I suggest you use carby cleaner. It does a nice job. It's all shiny and clean. When we cleaned it not too long ago, and it was black. So it does get dirty. It's got a little bit of fluid sitting there in the bottom. As you can tell, my grease is getting on it. But yeah. just if you have this car, you gotta take good care of it. Otherwise, it'll stab you in the back. We went to the junkyard. It's probably the most common car there. I think they had like 12 Dodge Intrepids there or something like that. So 2.7 is the worst. The 3.3 or 3.5 are the better ones, but they're still not that great. I love this car only because it's mine. If it wasn't mine, I would hate this car. I like the look of it. It's sleek. Wish it needed more aftermarket parts for it, but the engines are just crap. So if you have a Dodge Intrepid, make sure you take extra good care of it. You'd think just like, oh, basic oil changes, change the air filter. That's not good enough. Do stuff like seafoam, injector cleaner, just go above and beyond. So, alright. Well, talk to you here in a few.